Have you ever wondered why some rich people become poor, while some broke people become wealthy? Before we dive into understanding the psychology of wealthy individuals, reflect on this concept. There are broke people with a wealthy mindset and rich people with a poor mindset. Both extremes will eventually fall back to their respective inner state. What do you understand from this concept? Have you realized how broke and rich are materialistic labels, while poor and wealthy are words used to describe a state of being? There's a reason why these words exist. Using this concept, we know there are two realms, the seen and the unseen. Whether you believe in a God or not, you cannot deny the fact that there is an architect behind the scene, weaving both realms together. We will be tapping into the unseen realm and understanding how the wealthy individuals make and maintain wealth. That's their mindset, delusional belief, imaginative visualization, and emotional consciousness, all happening with the permission of the divine architect. Cultivating the abundant mindset is define what your eye sees and focus on the things through the perception of wealth and a place of content, regardless of the current reality. Basically, imagine how you would act and feel when you've achieved your goals. Then start living like it's already happening, sitting in between the chaos of your inner state and the outside reality. An uncomfortable moment for you, but it takes patience to start seeing results. Take a glass cup filled with coffee and start pouring in clean water. The time it takes for the glass cup to become clear is exactly the same time your reality takes to adjust to your inner state. The key is patience. We've been told for years that we can't achieve success alone, but at the same time, we've been told to grind alone in the dark, in silence. But what if we can merge these two extremes? Grinding in the dark together in silence. But how? And with whom? Remember that divine architect? The one sustaining the world for billions of years without fail? The one micromanaging every atom within you without any mistakes? The reflection of your own energy. Imagine having an unwavering belief in the impossible, knowing as long as you haven't lost your will to succeed, the divine architect will guide you through. Think about the guy that first created the light bulb. You all know the story. Think about Steve Jobs and the ruthless belief in his vision. Everything that became a reality now was once impossible before. Who are you going to convince if you can't even convince yourself? Now that we live in a world filled with distractions, it's even harder to actively tune into the future self through imagination. The brain doesn't differentiate between reality and imagination. What does that have to do with tuning into the future, you might ask? Whether in reality or through imagination, the brain produces the same chemicals as if the event has already happened, sending signals to the neurons to adjust to that signal, thus creating a state that accepts abundance. The neuroscience principle states neurons that fire together wire together. That's why the wealthy people are always positive no matter the circumstances, which also helps them solve the problem strategically and learning from it. You are who you become, not who you thought you were. Being aware of your emotion is a trait everywhere the individual exudes, filtering out the negative emotions while embracing the positive emotions that leads to abundance. Your body reacts to the strongest emotions it feels, thus registering the visual event that stimulated that feeling in your mind. And we call that memory. Where attention goes, energy flows. Guard yourself from anything that disrupts your emotional abundance. Only entertain the emotions that serves the future you at every given moment. This is pretty self-explanatory. You are who you surround yourself with. Distance yourself from people and situations that recognizes the old you. Guard your energy like your life depends on it, social media included. The world is designed to perfect you, and on the other hand, bring you down. You know what to choose. But just know that achievements were never the main focus. The person you become in order to achieve your goals is the main game. Everything you go through is to perfect you as a human being, which are all intentionally designed by the divine architect. Anything worthwhile takes time. Sustaining the abundant state at all cost is the goal. Consistency is key, not intensity. Remove self-doubt and believe you are worthy of whatever you want. If you weren't worthy in the first place, you would have never existed. Nothing happens randomly. You were here for a reason, and you want what you want for a reason too. Trust in the divine, and nothing will be impossible. I promise you that.